Happy Believathon! I mean, technically it's only 4 p.m. on Halloween, so technically it's not Believathon yet. But this is going to be my week 1 Believathon vlog. I'm just chilling in my bedroom at the minute. I got changed because I was in my pyjamas. I thought I would put some clothes on, plus a dressing gown, just to make me feel like I'm doing something today. I do have my hoodie ready to go for tonight's sprints. I am starting Believathon sprints at midnight, and they are going for 24 hours. So it's the first time I've ever tried a 24-hour reading sprint before. But we're going to see how it goes. I'm sure it's going to go fantastically. But the reason why I'm starting this vlog now is because I need to make some cookies, or at least prepare the dough for tomorrow. Danny, who is an incredible person, gave me a recipe for some cookies that I believe her mum, makes, and we got the recipe off her. And these cookies look delicious, and I don't think I'm going to be any good at making them because I don't bake. I've baked once before on this channel before and it went disastrously. So we're going to see how it goes. So I need to prepare the dough, I think it is, the dough first, and then make the cookies properly tomorrow. So it's a 24-hour thing. I need to do that like now. But yeah, this vlog is just going to be dedicated to me reading middle grade and the books that I have on my Believathon TBR. Genuinely so excited for Believathon to start. It is going to be the final full-length round of Believathon, so we need to go out with a bang, and it just needs to be the most magical one yet. So that's partly why I wanted to do a 24-hour reading sprint for the very first day. Now this is a total secret until now. By the time this vlog goes up, you will have already seen, but I am going to be visiting Jade for a few days in Ipswich, and I'm so excited. But yeah, that's also going to happen this week, so I'm extremely excited about that. So lots to look forward to in this vlog, if you ask me. I'm going to get a little bit of social interaction, I'm going to bake, and just have like such a fun, magical start to Believathon. I will update properly tonight before the reading sprints. I'm going to have my hoodie on, I'm going to pick which books I'm going to read first, or I might actually get the people watching the live show to pick for me. See what my first Believathon pick will be. I'm excited. I'm genuinely excited. I need to nap as well. I'm going to try and get a nap in later on tonight. I'll probably shower first and then nap because showers make me a bit sleepy. So hopefully I can shower and sleep. If not, I'm but also this is a wholesome middle grade reading vlog, so I'm bleeping that out. And it's raining! I love rain. I love the rain. It's raining. I do have a couple of leaks in the ceiling that happened a couple of weeks ago. Hasn't happened since, so I'm a little bit worried about that. You know what, I will take the leaks in this house for the ambience of the rain hitting the window. Oh, it's perfect. Okay, brilliant. It's going to be a great day. It's going to be a fab day. Okay, I'm going to shut up and let's bake some cookies. I'm back. Hello and welcome back to the highly anticipated second episode of Baking with Marilyn. I am your host, Mrs. Marilyn Clause, and in this episode I will be baking cookies from scratch. I think somebody could see me. This is embarrassing. Okay, hang on. Crisis averted. This is already such a high-stakes episode of Baking with Marilyn. As you can see, we had to move studios from the pilot episode, so now we're in Burbank, California. Isn't it so glamorous? This is my new set. Now this is a very small kitchen, but I've always said to my husband, Mr. Santa Claus, sometimes size doesn't matter. All that matters is where you stick that package. So yes, as I already mentioned, I'm going to be making cookies, but I'll be doing this episode in 2 parts. Now I've never made cookies from scratch before, so this is going to be a total learning experience for me and you. Oh, and speaking of scratch, getting all your fan mail from the last episode has been incredible, and I'm back by popular demand. And so many different users submitted so many recipes, but today's winner is Danny, and I'm going to be making her cookies. Now after how disastrously the first episode went, I want to make sure that I'm going to follow every single instruction to an F. However, I don't think I have all of the ingredients, and I believe I'm missing some equipment, but that's fine. But one of the most inspiring and empowering messages that I can give you on a Baking with Marilyn episode is to just use whatever you have. Sometimes you don't need the fancy things, the diamonds or, scales or anything. As long as you have what you need, in here is all that matters. So let's start with the recipe. So the first thing you need to do is remove the butter from the refrigerator early and let warm up to room temperature. Okay, now I have the butter out. Okay, so the next thing I need to do is beat 4 egg yolks with a mixer. I don't have a mixer, I've never had a mixer, but also I still don't know how to get the yolks out of the egg. Oh, and it also says add vanilla sugar, and now I don't have vanilla sugar, so I'm just gonna use sugar, but I do have the salt, so that's good. I'm actually gonna Google how to get yolks out of an egg. It's impossible. Let's dig in, let's dig in. Let's begin, let's begin. This is the first time that I'm going to be separating the yolk from the egg properly. Where are the eggs? Oh, they're still in the fridge. Okay, so I've got 2 balls right here, and I'm going to use one to put, you know, the egg yolks in, and one to put the egg whites in. Some really smooth, shiny balls for this. Right. And then I put it in my hand. And I put it in my hand. That's what he said to do. How do I put it in my hand? Properly. Oh, this is disgusting. Okay, right. I've got the egg yolk in my hand. Ugh. And I just do that. I open my fingers a little bit just to let more of the egg right off. That is absolutely disgusting. I got one. Look, I got one. That's my first ever egg yolk. Oh, although it's got some shells in it. Shit. I'm a true baker now. Okay, let's do this. Round 2. Oh, there we go. I'm sure there's an easier way of doing this, so please let me know in the comments how you get egg yolks out of eggs. I would love to know. Oh, there we go. Number 2. Look, can you see it? Can you see? Can you see it? Ah. Oh no. Ah. I accidentally popped one. How can I save these 2 egg yolks? No, I popped it, now I only have 3 eggs left. Okay, I think the phone is back in business. Another crisis averted. You know, when life throws you a spanner, you just throw it right back. You know, we're only down to 3 eggs, so none of these we can waste. None of them we can waste. So, let's start again with the eggs. Be so careful, because I accidentally popped the other one by throwing it in the bowl by accident. I didn't mean to, I swear. Oh, there's so much egg white. Oh, I almost lost that. I almost lost that one. I need to be super careful with this one. Oh my god, there's still egg yolk everywhere. There we go. Okay, one more. I think that should be fine. Careful, please don't. Yes! Oh my gosh, I did it. So I have the three egg yolks. I have the 3 egg yolks. Now all I need to do is whisk them, I think. You know, I have a really strong right arm, so I'm just gonna beat them like this. Okay. Oh wait. So I could have used the popped one. I just wasted all these eggs. Why do I do this? Okay, so my other cameraman just quit, so I can't give you the close-up shots. But it's fine, we're gonna work with the one cameraman had. I don't even know if that's for me or not, so I'm just gonna use it like this, I don't know. Add vanilla sugar, I don't have that, so I was just gonna use sugar. I do have icing sugar. Is that the same thing as sugar? Okay, it just says 2 packets of vanilla sugar, but I don't have vanilla sugar, but I do have just normal sugar. I'm gonna guess that 2 packets is like 2 teaspoons maybe. So I think I just put it in there. I'm gonna do 2 tablespoons of sugar. So there's 1. And there's another one. Okay, brilliant. Ooh, something's happening. 1 pinch of salt. So I'm just gonna do this. Oh, that's a pinch. Okay, it says add the softened burger. A burger? Okay, it says add the softened burger. Can't say it. Add this softened butter to the mix as well. Here's the softened butter that I've had out of the fridge for ages. Now I don't actually have any scales, but I do have my trusty jug-like thing that I use for my shakes. So this has 250 there and I only need 80. So 80 probably goes to like around about there. Okay, so 80 grams of butter. Okay, I would say that was around about 80. I would say that was around about 80 grams. Oh, I made such a mess. It says to add like vanilla aroma, any kind of other aroma, but I didn't realize you could buy aroma. I thought it was a smell. But let's just mix the butter in here. Mmm. Now it looks like scrambled egg. Ooh, I still got a few lumps. Oh my god. Pardon me. Now that's the aroma. I mean, there's a couple of lumps left, but just a little bit, That'll not hurt anyone. Add flour in small portions. Oh, should I be doing this in a mixing bowl now? I'm just gonna put this in the mixing bowl. I don't really have a spatula or anything, so I'm just gonna have to, I don't know, use my hand or something. I need 200 grams of flour, so I'm just gonna use this again, around about here, I would imagine. So I'm gonna keep my finger there and put in the flour. Now I have plain flour, I think that's what I needed for this recipe. So I'm just gonna pour it in. Yeah, no, a little bit more. Yeah, this'll do. You put it in parts, so we're gonna have the first part there, keep whisking it. And then the second part. This is how it's looking like. The third and final part. Oh, it's really getting all of the flour up. Oh, I'm so excited. This is making me so happy. I've just done everything so correctly to this point. And we did have to make some adjustments. So that must be done, right? This is the dough. Oh, amazing. When all our ingredients are mixed, you can form the dough into a ball and wrap it. We did it. Look. This is my ball of dough. I did it so well. It's probably a little bit smaller than I would like. I mean, we still gotta do the main cookie segment, so stay tuned for part 2. I'm gonna go put this in some tin foil and put it in the fridge for at least 24 hours. And I will see you in the next episode. Bye! Well, it's 10:30 p.m. and I didn't sleep. I went in the shower and everything, like I got so relaxed and it really did relax me. I went to bed, I had all the lights off and I just had the lights off for like 2 hours and I just didn't sleep. Make an insomniac go to bed early and you're gonna be disappointed. I even woke up extra early today just so I would feel more exhausted by this point so I could have a nap. Bad mistake, like I should have just stayed in bed as long as possible and just did it that way. Honestly, getting up early. I mean, I'm really excited still for the 24-hour live show. Like, I don't think it'll be a problem. Maybe everyone will be fine with a 23-hour reading sprint and let everyone get on with their day. I feel like that's probably the best thing to do. Nah, it's good, man. I've got some guests coming on and I'm going to do some games, I think. I have no idea what games. And there's going to be lots of read. I'm so excited as well. I think that's probably why I couldn't sleep too. I'm just so excited for Believathon to start and to really get started on my November TBR. There's just so many books on my November TBR that I'm so excited about. I just want to start them right now. But also first, check out the lights. This is my bedroom. This is my bedroom and it's still, there's a lot that needs doing, but I think just adding the fairy lights just adds a little bit of, you know, je ne sais quoi. Like in this corner here, that's where it starts. I have my wardrobe and clothes and stuff in this area here. But then the lights go up, and then like along, and then like down, and then like all the way down there, and then along here, just shuffling. I can't even say, to be honest. Along the window, like there's a little, like, if you're wondering why there's just a drop, it's because that's like the window thing there. And then it goes up there. Like, I need to fill this space up. Then it goes up, over the door, and then over the bathroom door there as well. And it doesn't go all the way down. I didn't have enough. It kind of ran out, so it doesn't go all the way down. But that's fine. That's absolutely fine. But yeah, let's go make a coffee. You know, I also need to eat something, and I totally forgot that all I've had to eat today was cereal and a festive sandwich. I mean, I'm perked up. I'm not sad that I didn't sleep. I'm not tired. Like, actually, I'm really not tired. But I think what I need to do is have a bit of a dance party to really get me, you know, going, get the blood rushing, you know what I mean? Let's put some fresh water in there. I'm not going to put any fancy syrups in this. I do still have pumpkin spice, I have cinnamon, I have vanilla, I have salted caramel. You know, I've got a coffee shop's worth of syrups. But I'm just going to go for my standard cappuccino, and maybe during the day, or, I mean, I'll be having loads of coffee tonight, let's be honest. And there's actually something really great about having a coffee at this time. I don't know why, but I just feel like a naughty school child who's staying up on a school day, you know what I mean? But I'm having a coffee at this time of night, like, oh my god, you little rebel. So I'm feeling freaking fantastic today. I'm so excited. But let's start off right with a coffee. Honestly, I live for my coffee machine, quite honestly. I don't know where I would be without it. Yeah, just as a little snack, I'm going to have some spicy chorizo and chili cheddar Relitos and some grapes. Look at that. How French am I? I need my cup. I would put the heating on because the house is rather cold, but I am in this hoodie and I just know that as soon as I put the heating on, I'm going to be roasting. So I've got my blanket, I brought that down, and I'm going to lie on the sofa before I start this live, and I'll probably do the live on the sofa too. I'll have my nice hot coffee. So it's not like I'm like cold or anything, but the house is cold. And it's just the way the ghost that haunts my house likes it. Okay, while I'm making my coffee, actually, I think I'm going to put on some music, dance it out, and yeah. So let's start Believathon, right? Let's start this 24-hour live show that I have no regrets for. And I think the music I'm going to put on as well is the music that Ali from Hardback Quarter uses for her dance parties on Twitch. And this music is phenomenal. I love it. Where is my phone? Why have I lost everything? Anyway, cue the dance party. It would be honestly rude if I didn't light the Believathon candle. Kick it off. It's almost like, you know, the Olympics. We are doing a ceremonial candle lighting, and this is a candle that Becca made from Becca and the Books for Grace and Honey. But this is the Believathon candle. Actually, I will show you. It is, I mean, it's very low light in here. Yeah, Escape from the Jungle. There's coconut, cranberry, and pineapple in there, so that is pretty cool. So yeah, let's light the candle and begin our Believathon adventure. It's got it. There we go. Oh, it's beautiful. It's so beautiful. I love it. I love it so much. Thank you, Becca. Honestly, these candles are incredible. The best Believathon candles ever. Happy Believathon! Woo!
Happy Believathon!
Woo! Happy Believathon, everyone. And I am very excited that today is the very, very start of the final full-length Believathon. And we're going to go for 24 hours today. When you messaged about Believathon or like middle grade-a-thon, I actually like was researching it because I was like, as I mentioned before, as soon as I have a challenge or like an idea, I have to see it through. Yeah. Otherwise, I will not rest. But yeah, well, as soon as you said it, I was like, okay, my brain's working. I'm still brand new to BookTube, and you know, I wasn't sure what my kind of identity was. Honestly, I have you to thank, I have Jade to thank to like get me all like kicked up and stuff. And I know it's weird and silly because it's just a readathon or whatever, but like
no, it's not.
Yeah, like the way it's made me feel every year doing it, and the way like I try and plan it and getting other people involved, and the people who like join and stuff, and like whether it's like schools or, you know, that's been like the biggest thing for me is when like school people join in and like parents for their kids, and yeah, it's just
For God's sake.
It is just been amazing.
It's been memories. It's been memories. Imagine Chris making me freaking cry in the first 10 minutes of the 24-hour live show, honestly. Quick little update before I go live again. You can barely see anything. Let's try this again. It's nearly 9 a.m. now, and I am halfway through this. Well, actually, I'm more than halfway through this. I'm about 300 pages in at the minute. I put a face mask on. I don't think I put it on quite right. It's fine. And I also have a coffee. Yay! I am excited. I am absolutely knackered. Cannot tell you how tired I am. But I didn't really have a nap, but I did use one of the sprints to just lie down and just close my eyes, and that was really nice. Yeah, it's been a really great sprint so far. I've been really enjoying myself, actually. It's just been nice and chill, and so many great people have come by, and it's just been so awesome. So yeah, I'm reading this, and this is one that everyone voted for in the live show. I put a poll up on the live comments on the sprints, and everyone voted for me to read this one. So I am not mad about it because I'm really excited about it. And yeah, it follows Ursula, who is half mermaid. It's set in the Polar Bear Explorers Club world. And this one, the Ocean Squid Explorers, off on an adventure. It involves pirates and stuff. Okay, it's literally, I need to go back right now. So I will tell you more about this and my thoughts on it probably when I finish. So I'll be right back. I've just been for a walk because I've been sitting in that position for the past 12 hours. Although I think it's 1 p.m. now, so is it 1 p.m.? Let me double check. Yeah, it's 1 p.m. now, and we're currently in a sprint. But I thought for this sprint, because we're on part 2, we're on phase 2 of the Gavin's 24-hour Believathon reading sprints. So yeah, 13 hours in, technically, 13 hours in. I feel good. I have finished one book, and I did some interview prep for an author. And I am 77 pages into this one, which is not one I was wanting to read at the minute, but that's fine. But yeah, I thought I would go out and treat myself to a Costa, large gingerbread laddie. Once Halloween ends, Christmas begins. Yeah, I've currently got Ashley and Jade in the sprints, and we're going back in 15 minutes. So I will let you know. Oh my god, I look awful. Ashley called me there. I will let you know what I think about this. So I gave this one 4 stars. I do really enjoy it. It's definitely better than the Ocean Squid Explorers Club for me. Just so adventurous. So many different things are happening in this. And we have, Ursula, who is the half mermaid from the Ocean Squid Explorers Club. She is kind of trying to save these kidnapped kids from a really great villain. Yeah, we have someone called the Collector who has been stealing children. I love the adventure in this so much. They go to the sunken city of Macudia? I probably should have listened to an audiobook of this so I could pronounce it. Yeah, it was just so atmospherically written because you get some a bit of underwater scenage, you get barnacles, you get loads of different things that really makes it so nautical. And I love nautical adventures, so that was really good. We also have, and no spoilers here, but I feel like it's a given considering it's the Polar Bear Explorers Club world. But it's really cool to see, some characters from the original Polar Bear Explorers Club series. So I absolutely loved the cameo appearances. I enjoyed the way this ended too, and I'm looking forward to it continuing. I wasn't the biggest fan of the end of the Ocean Squid Explorers Club, but this one definitely trumps it a lot. So I think I gave Ocean Squid 4 stars, but it was a low 4 stars. This one's a high 4 stars. Definitely a fantastic piratey adventure. Really enjoyed it. I was flagging halfway through this though, not gonna lie. I was flagging. I could barely read anything. Anyway, I needed an audiobook for my trip to Costa, and the options that I gave the live viewers of the reading sprints, well, there wasn't an audiobook for the Rescuers or the Collector. I think there might be one for night books, but I'm saving that for tonight. I just ended up picking up the audiobook of this. So I'm 77 pages in. I genuinely don't care about the series Unfortunate Events series anymore. Been reading it for 2.5 years, lost interest, but I want to continue the series and finish it. I don't care about anything. I don't care. Don't love it. There's just loads of little things that are really nagging me. I'm not a big fan of the writing style. Some of it, I'm sure, is like in a literary sense, like quite genius. Like sometimes things are explained 3 times in 3 different ways. And I feel like the number 3 is quite important because we do have 3 siblings. So it's important, I'm sure, but I just get so fed up with the writing style, quite honestly. And also I just feel like some of it's getting a bit lazy. Like, for example, Sunny, she would, like, especially in the early books, say a word that was so random, but people would understand what she was saying, and it would end up being something like, she'll say something like, mumble, wumble, jumble, dumble, or something like that, and it would be like, we need to hurry our butts up and get out of here now, or something like that. But now, all she really says is one word, like Olaf, and everyone knows that she means the villain, Olaf, Count Olaf, and that's it. Like, where's the character development? Just because Sunny's a baby doesn't mean she doesn't deserve her character development. So I'm just like reaching here, quite honestly. Like, I'm going to put this down anyway. I don't think I'm going to continue it today. So I just really wanted something to listen to on the way to Costa, so I wasn't wasting time. So I'm glad I started it, but that's the first and last time you're going to hear about this in this vlog, because I really do want to read The Collector by K.R. Alexander. I want to try and steal and retain some of this spooky Halloween vibes. I'm not ready to give up Halloween just yet. I am excited for Christmas and all that. I have this. But I'm still... Oh my god, can you see how messy this place is? I wish I hadn't shown you that now. But anyway, yeah, I'm still trying to hold on a little bit of spooky season, so I'm excited to read The Collector next. I am... Gosh, I've been for a walk, which woke me up, but now I'm feeling tired again. God damn it. I need to do some writing as well, so I might do some writing first. No, I want to read The Collector first. I'll read The Collector now. I think The Collector is about possessed dolls. Or at least, anyway, it follows Josie, who goes to live with her grandmother. Her grandmother has 3 rules. Never leave your windows open after dark, no dolls in the house, and never ever go by the house in the woods. But then Josie makes a friend called Vanessa, and Vanessa takes her to the house in the woods, because of course she does. So I'm excited to see what happens in this. I really want this to be horrific. It's middle grade horror, and I want it to really terrify me. It has the potential. So it'll be the first book I read by K.R. Alexander, and he has done other middle grade horror books. Let's get back to the sprints, and I will let you know what I think of The Collector.
Bopping.
Or bopping along. I swear it sounded like someone was shouting Gavin outside. Anyway, it's 20 to 25 minutes to do it. Okay, so I'll take out the door. That's the plan. It needs like an hour. Oh my god, someone is knocking. 2 seconds. Oh my god, what? On the back door though? That's scary.
Won't you be like his mum?
Why are we coming with you? You're going to answer the door with your laptop.
Yeah, I was wondering why we were going on this journey.
But if it was my dad, why isn't he ringing me? I swear, I thought I could hear there was somebody in my back gate, I think. Just in case I get murdered, I'm bringing you with me, just in case it isn't my dad.
I mean, we can't really help much.
I mean, you can call the police. I'll mute my... I think there was someone there. Hang on, 2 seconds. Oh my god. I'll just mute myself, okay? But if I die, please help.
Well, we won't hear you scream. We'll just be looking at an empty thing for ages. On the live show that never ends. Still keep streaming until midnight.
Oh.
Please don't shoot me, Mr. Ghostface.
You know what? I should let you guys do sprints, shouldn't I? I should probably put the ambience on. Okay.
Well, what about the suspense?
Who is it? What's going on?
I think it was my dad, I think. But why didn't you ring?
How can you only think?
Okay, I'm gonna put the sprints on now. We'll sprint for 45 again, so we'll sprint until 20 past. And yeah, let's share the ambience. Okay, sorry about that.
She was laughing at you showing Dad out there.
You're just Dad.
Dad. Right, see you guys in a bit. I literally just survived a kidnapping. I had 3 guys knock on my back door, and I know what you're thinking. I did not, tell them to come around. But yeah, there was randomly 3 guys in a white van, and they had a silver car in front as well. And they were knocking on my back door, and I had no idea who they were. I genuinely thought it might be my dad because he's the only person who would knock on my back door. Nobody else knows that that's my back door. The back alley, they don't have numbers on the doors and things, so nobody knows which house is which. But when they were knocking on the live, I looked out the window because I thought it might be my dad, and then I saw somebody leave my back gate. So I opened the door and I was shouting, "Dad, Dad," because I thought it was my dad. But then I went down and I was ringing my dad on my phone, and he was at work, so I'm like, well, who the hell's knocking on my back door? Yeah, there was the white van and a silver car in front of that. And then these 3 guys come out of somebody else's back garden and go into the van in the car. And I'm just like, this is very suspect. So that rattled me a bit. I had to do the dishes. So yeah, I just had to update you on that. That was really, really scary. But yeah, I'm currently reading as well, but I'm not going to tell you about that just yet. We are on hour 15 and I am getting delirious, but I am awake. I feel a bit more energized. So that kidnapping really did wake me up. Why hello and welcome back to Baking with Marilyn. I'm sorry to leave you on that cliffhanger yesterday, but today we will be finishing off baking the cookies. Yay! I can't wait to see how this turns out. So I took out the dough from an hour ago. Now I need to divide it into 3 to 4 parts. Now I'm only working with one camera, so please do forgive me. This is how it looks. It's still very squishy. So now I have to divide it into 3 and 4 parts. Sometimes it's better to just use your hand rather than tools, you know, just to save the environment. There we go. So here's my 3 to 4 parts. I don't think they have to be even or anything. Form a 2 centimeter thick roll from each part. I'm just gonna guess. I'm just gonna make lots of different pieces. So I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 8 pieces now. I need to roll a bowl. So kind of like this. I'd imagine. I don't think I need to put anything on the baking tray. I think the baking tray is fine. Because that's what it's for. It's a baking tray. You put things on to bake. So I don't think you need to put anything else on it. So I'm just gonna do this. I'm just gonna make like kind of cookie sized kind of things. It has to be 2 centimeters though. So I want to make sure it's 2 centimeters by guessing. Yeah, that looks about right. I am the best baker I know. And I don't know a lot of bakers, to be honest. I think I forgot to put in vanilla extract. I got vanilla extract, but I haven't put any of that in. I can't remember when I was supposed to do that, so I don't think we have to. So there we go. I've done that. I don't know if I'm supposed to do that, but I'm doing what I have to do at this point. I'm doing what I have to survive. I can't afford the network to cancel me again. With the back of a wooden spoon, press an indentation into the ball of dough so that the ball is slightly wider. Do I have a wooden spoon? I don't know if I have a wooden spoon. What can I use instead? What about a knife? I'm just going to use this knife, and I think I just need to make a little indentation in the middle. So I'm just going to do that. I'm just going to use the knife. See, improvise, improvise. Improvise to stay alive. That's what I tell myself. I mean, they're not all the same size or anything, but I don't think that matters, because once you put it in your mouth, who's going to know? You know what I mean? Stunning. So this is how it looks like so far. Next is the best part. You gotta put the jam in next. And I'm using strawberry jam because I love strawberry jam. I love it so much. Oh, damn it. Can't open the strawberry jam. Okay. I literally can't open it. Oh, I got it. I'm just gonna use a little teaspoon for this. So I put this in the middle. Just like a blob, I think. Although I think that's a bit too much. Got a blob in there. You know, don't waste. Use any excess you have in any of your cookies. Put some in this one. Just keep spooning them in there. Make sure that you get all of them with your jam of choice. You can put any jam in here. It's totally up to you. Perfect. Perfection. And then the final one, which is actually quite a small one. That one's a baby one. I think I was supposed to preheat the oven at 175 degrees for 10 minutes. Awesome, that's not too bad. Now I'm just waiting patiently for the oven to heat up. Needs to hurry, it's and then you need to dance with your cookies before you put them in the oven. It's the most important part of the recipe. Now you've danced with your cookies and you've prepared your cookies. Now you can put them in the oven because the oven is preheated. And you put them in here for 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Where's my timer? Okay, 10 minutes. Here we go. I don't know about you guys, but I'm exhausted. In the 2 episodes I've done, this was probably the hardest recipe I've ever had to make. Oh, I've got a nip slip. Sorry about that. Okay, I think they're done. A couple more minutes. I want to check them again. Okay, I think they're done. Oh, they smell so good. I mean, they're a little bit soft, but you want cookies that are soft, right? You don't want hard cookies. So don't touch it because it's really, really hot. Okay, so in the picture, it looks like there's some icing sugar on the top. So I'm gonna do that. It's looking so good. Oh my god. They look delicious. Absolutely delicious. I'm sure there's an easier way of doing this, but it's fine. Oh, it's beautiful! It's beautiful! I didn't realize I was so zoomed in. I did it! I did it! I think I've surprised myself more than I surprised you. I almost dropped them. It looks so good. They look incredible. Absolutely incredible. I can't believe I did it. So there we go. This is how you make these delicious cookies. Okay, I'm going to taste test a small one, see how it is. I'm a little bit worried about the salt. I do think I put in a little bit too much salt. It tastes absolutely beautiful. How to train your Gavin to eat with his mouth closed. This is actually really good. The strawberry jam is hot. The strawberry jam is really hot, so be careful about that. I did it. Promotion. I did it. Promotion. I really hope you enjoyed the second episode of Baking with Marilyn. I know it's been a long time, but I'm back. And this time, it went so much better than the first time round. And I hope you learned lots of baking skills. And you can use all the skills you learned in this episode of Baking with Marilyn in your everyday life. Not just when you're baking, but when you're cooking, when you're hoovering, when you're cleaning your dishes. Because remember, that Baking with Marilyn isn't just for baking, it's for life. I hope you enjoyed the episode. Bye everyone, see you next time. Unless I get cancelled again, you might see me in 2 years. So I decided to dye my hair like a pink and green colour. I don't know if you like it or not. I mean, it's the day after the 24-hour live show, and I managed to finally get to sleep. I was still quite paranoid about the incident that happened, you know, almost getting kidnapped and stuff. But like, the more I think about it, the more I realise those guys were probably trying people's back doors to see if anybody's was open so that they could come in and rob the place. Because when I went outside and I saw them in somebody else's back garden, and they were literally in there for like 2 seconds before like they had obviously come back out. I don't know what they were doing there. Like, why would they be in the very narrow back alley, right, and like try people's doors? Could they've gotten the wrong door? But there's no door numbers on the backs anyway. Why would they even try? And why were they in someone else's? And why were they only there for a very short amount of time? If they had gone to the right house, why? Like, what were they doing? What was their purpose? I mean, in my mind, I mean, I'm probably totally wrong. In my mind, I think they were like trying people's back doors to see if they could get in and maybe rob the place. Christmas is just around the corner, and that is probably something that a lot of people do. But that was pretty scary. So I did finally manage to get to sleep last night. I still had to get up quite early today because I had an interview, or an author interview, to do at 10 a.m. I interviewed Lucy Strange, which is why I have my hair like this. We were trying to match the cover of her book, and you know, she had her hair with the same thing. She sent me this, actually. It was like pink wax and green wax that you can easily just wash off, so I'm going to do that later. I mean, I could have done a better job at it, to be honest. So that's why my hair's like this. I finished the collector last night during sprints. I was going to update you right after doing the sprints, but honestly, I just could not think of anything worse than being on camera after 24 hours. This was very spooky. I did enjoy it. It's probably going to be like a high 3 stars, mainly because there were just like maybe too many dream sequences in this that just kind of eliminated all scariness, because I don't find dreams scary. Even if the characters are dreaming something terrifying, I know it's not real, so I'm not scared. So when there is a book that kind of, I don't mind it once or twice, but when it's a book that relies on dreams a little bit too much, I don't find them scary. You know, Goosebumps is what ruined me for that, because it just happened to Goosebumps so often. It ruined every book for me after that. So if there are fake scares, if there is a dream sequence, I don't care. And I think there were maybe just a bit too many in this one. There were, I think, maybe like 4 or 5 dream sequences in this where she's dreaming and she like sees dolls, or she sees the house and being led to the house, or trying to find the house, or stuff like that. So it was creepy though. Even when we weren't in that, I enjoyed the story. So it was really good. I believe I've already told you what this is about. If you want some middle grade creepiness, then this is great for you. I liked the story because I just thought it was going to be about like possessed dolls and stuff, but it's not. There is like a little bit more to it. There is somebody called Beryl, who the grandma of the main character, she's losing her memory, but she keeps saying these ominous things, and she talks about Beryl, and we're like, who the hell's Beryl? So like that was a little creepy. I wasn't really expecting what happened with her. I didn't expect what happened with Vanessa, who was the main character's like new friend. So it still surprised me. It still surprised me. I thought it was really good. But I've definitely read better middle grade horror, so this is going to be like, I think 3 stars, but it's still a really good one. But I'm not sure what to read next. I do have Night Books by J.A. White, which is what I wanted to read during the sprints. I wanted to finish 3 books yesterday, but I didn't. I ended up doing some writing in the last few sprints because I was just too tired to read. But this is one that I would absolutely love to read, but I just don't think I can give it enough time today because I have a bit to catch up on, like editing wise and video wise. I need to try and catch up on some stuff. Or The Rescuers by Marguerite Sharp, and this one I think is definitely going to be one that I think I will be able to get through quicker. So I might end up reading this later. I will do some video stuff, I will upload things and do what I need to do. I think if I need a shorter read, it might end up being The Rescuers by Marguerite Sharp. The Rescuers is the book that the Disney movie is based on. This one, it's called Prisoners Aid Society, where they have to rescue a captive from a terrible black castle, and they are like mice who like save people essentially. And in the movie, I can't remember what the organization is called, but they are an organization of mice that help people. And there is a young girl, I think her name's Penny in the film. I think she was kidnapped by this horrible lady, and she's forced to try and find this diamond. And this young girl sends out like help in a bottle, and the mice find it, and they decide to send 2 of their best agents to rescue this little girl. It is a great movie. I need to watch it with my patrons because we are doing a Disney watch along, and I'm doing the comparing the book and the movie thing. So I think this will be really interesting. There wasn't a black castle, which it mentions on the back yet in the movie, so already it seems different. But I think it's going to be really cute and lovely, so I think I'm going to end up reading this one next. And I'll probably save Night Books for my trip to Jade's, which will be happening tomorrow. I can't wait. I can't wait to see Jade and spend a few days with Jade too. So it's going to be awesome. It's going to be so fun. Anyway, I'm going to go and do some stuff. I don't think anything else exciting is going to happen today unless the 3 men who tried my back door yesterday come back. It should be fine. I just want to listen to like music at the minute as well. Like that's all I want to do too. So I'm just going to crack on and I will see you guys in the next update. Today's the day I go and see Jade. I'm currently waiting for an Uber and it's just, nobody's responding, and my train is at 10:27. It's now 9:36. So I'm a little bit concerned. I mean, it's still plenty of time, but I did want to get a coffee beforehand. I just need someone to respond. Come on, you can do it. I could do with some breakfast because I only got out of bed like half an hour ago. Okay, I want to try and see if someone will pick us up. But yeah, I will take you on my adventure to Ipswich.
I've just had a text from my mum to say that she's left one of her bags in my car. So I need to go. But I don't want to have to end the sprints. So I was wondering if we could start the hour again so that I'm definitely like back on time. All right, I will start it again like now. But I just didn't want to risk going with only 40 minutes and then it
Yes.
just beep at you for ages. So, cool. All right, thank you very much, guys. I'll see you in an hour.
Hello, everyone. How did you all do? How did everyone do? How was the sprint? So, I mean, Chris, I didn't get anything red. I had to give my mum, you know, her footstool. I said it was a bag.
I know.
I said it was a bag, but it was a footstool. It was a footstool. So I didn't get anything red. I haven't even touched this. Productivity sprints. Absolutely not, you know? So... Whatever, who is she? What is productivity? I do not know. So can everyone just let me know how they did? Chris, how did you do? Are you still writing? Or Animal Crossing?
I have done my writing.
Good.
Good.
Good. Excellent. How's everyone in the chat doing? I don't know. Click on this. Where's Gavin? Is he in the chat? Gavin?
Gavin?
Is he in the chat?
Where are you?
Where is he?
Surprise, bitches!
I am Jade's sister. I'm Jade. Fooled you all. Look at this. Not a single one of
Well,
you.
didn't fool me because I knew this was happening.
Whatevs.
Well, I didn't know it was happening this second, but I knew you were coming up.
Yes. You know, I can't use your
You
thing.
can't. You have a MacBook, don't you?
Yeah, but for some reason I can't use yours. Like when I click on it, it just... it might be my fingers. It might be my fingers.
I need to look back at these comments now. Yeah, take the wig off.
Surprise!
Hello, Gavin!
Hello,
Love a long
Chris.
sprint.
Yeah, I can get lots of notebooks done. Yay!
On the train.
Yep. Oh, my love.
I really was tempted to just lick your hand then.
I mean, I wouldn't have said no. There's still time. And yes, I will. Gonna be a very wet couple of days here down in the land of Jade. Jadeyraereads, I should say. Jadeyraereads. This is my famous Jade tea. Honestly, the last time I was here, Jade made the best teas. It'll be too hot for me, yeah, because I like drinking drinks when they're like room temperature. Yeah, room temperature. So I can't wait to dig in. Anyway, yes, I made it to Ipswich. I'm so excited to be here. We visited Jade's mum for a few minutes.
Literally like 2 minutes.
Yeah, got to see some of Jade's family, which was awesome. We got here, and then we surprised everyone on the sprints. We had everyone fooled, didn't we?
Oh yeah, and then to everyone who's going to try and watch that back, it was my Patreon sprint.
Yes, it was a Patreon. So if you want to watch the full thing or see more of Jade's Patreon sprints...
Cheeky plug, that.
Well, you brought it up.
Well, I just didn't want people to be confused and be like, where are they? I can't find them.
That's true. But yes, I had my train journey. I got the train from Newcastle to Peterborough and then Peterborough to Ipswich, and I didn't have to sit next to anyone both times, which was fantastic. Not that I'm not social. It's just I really wanted to read in peace.
I also think on public transport, it's just nicer when you're sat by yourself.
It is, and plus when I went to York a few weeks ago, it was rammed and it just wasn't the nicest experience. Yeah, so we're just chilling now, aren't we? We're just chilling.
Yeah, well, my Patreon sprints are still ongoing.
Shit, they are. Oh my god, the clock's probably been going off for like the last 10 minutes of shit. Press is probably like, come back.
No, it's alright, we've got 2 minutes
Oh
left.
my god, oh, phew. Okay, that's brilliant. Oh, wow.
Well, that's a clip and a half, isn't it?
Oh, we genuinely thought that we've accidentally
1 minute
overrun.
44.
We would have been sitting down there for quite some time, I think, before we come in. So we got our exercise for the day.
Thanks, right. Come in the library.
Yeah, oh yeah, have a look at Jade's library. This is Jade's library, so... Oh my gosh, that's actually a really good little thumbnail right there. Way! It is such a really cozy... You know what? I'm going to get you some fairy lights.
We also have to do the height
yeah.
difference thing again.
Yeah.
Oh, this
Yeah.
is cute.
She comes up to my breasts. Motorboat me. Okay, lick me. She's obsessed with licking. She's
I
obsessed
don't
with
know
licking.
where it's come from. It's a very sudden thing.
It's, you know what, it's not just you. Every time I meet people, all they want to do is lick me. It's just something that happens naturally. But yeah, this is gorgeous. The sprint is finished in 50 seconds, so I'm going to end it there. But I will update you on what I thought of The Rescuers, because I finished that on the train, and I'm reading night books now. Yay! I'm excited for that one. And I'll let you know how my trip with Jade is going, so yay! Bye! I'm currently on sprints with Pris, and I am, of course, with the lovely Jade still. Oh my gosh, my little cameo appearance. Yeah, so I said I would actually update on books. Like, who knew I would actually have a reading vlog with books in it? I mentioned yesterday, I think I did finish The Rescuers by Marguerite Sharp, and it is definitely so different to the movie. I don't want to talk too much about this one, just because I will be doing a video comparing this with the movie. So I will say, like, briefly though, I'd probably give it 3 stars. It was good, but it was just so many conveniences. I do try and suspend my belief or disbelief when I read books like this, because it is, you know, talking animals and they're going on these crazy little adventures. And also, like, how do you get, like, across the world as a mouse and, like, save people from things? Like, it just doesn't make sense in the grand scheme of things. But there were, like, really small conveniences that just really took me out of the story. Like, for instance, like, Miss Bianca, she has this boy who she is, like, so, like, attached to. And then Bernard, like, you know, tells her about the agency and whatever. And she leaves this boy. She goes all the way to Norway by herself and picks up a mouse over there who's like the bravest mouse in Norway, and then come back to like London, and then somehow, like, she's looking around to try and find transport. Somehow this boy that she left, he had this like toy motor boat thing that had like gotten lost, and somehow it's ended up where she is. And I'm just like, that genuinely could not have happened. So I mean, that's probably like really nitpicky of me. It was that. There was something else that happened at the Black Castle that was like, that couldn't happen. That couldn't happen. It was decent. 3 stars. Characters were alright. Probably, definitely more endearing in the movie than in this. And also, I didn't really like the way it ended. It was building towards something between a couple of characters, which you probably can guess if you watch the movie. And it just didn't really do anything with that. And I'm just like, so much lost potential. I don't think there was a sequel. I don't think Marguerite Sharp wrote a sequel to this. It was decent. It was fine. And then I am 84 pages in Night Books by J.A. White. I keep trying to read it, but honestly, Jade is the most distracting because I don't know how Jade can even do any work. Like, Jade is just clamoring for attention 24/7.
You say as I'm quietly working away in the background.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Case in point, she's just ruined my vlog. No, I love it, honestly. We went to this really great bakery today, BMC. We did get some like really good stuff there. We filled our pockets up with some great, like, I got a I've forgotten it already.
What you call it, the same incorrect thing that you've called it so many times.
I can't even remember what I called it.
Right, so it's a brownie and a cookie, or a cookie and a brownie.
Do I say crownie?
You keep
Yeah.
calling it a crownie.
Yeah, crownie. And there was something else I kept calling it as well.
I don't know, but it's called a brookie.
It's a brookie, and it's like in the shape of a pie, and it's caramel, and it's the brownie inside of a cookie thing. And it's gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous. I still have a little bit left, actually, which I've just been eating slowly because it's just so filling.
Yeah.
But also, I'm trying Sneak for the first time, and it's actually really delightful. This is raspberry blueberry?
Raspberry lemonade.
Raspberry lemonade, that's the one. I don't even know why I'm drinking. Jade just gives me things, and I'm like, yep, I'll have it.
You asked for it. Don't make me look bad.
I ask for a lot of things. I'm very demanding. I've had a couple of teas. Now. Jadeyraereads is going to be Jade's next channel. But yeah, I'm currently in sprints with Pris, and they're going really well. We just had Jess on, who we love.
Aww.
We love Jess. Jess is the best. So that was really nice. And yeah, I'm going to continue reading night books. I might do some stuff on the laptop too.
I've inspired him.
Yeah, Jade's inspired me, as she does. As she does all the time. But yeah, and also I feel like growth, because when the last time I was here for Believathon 2020, I felt really weird vlogging and like talking in front of a camera in front of Jade. But I feel comfortable as anything right now, so.
Aww.
Growth, progression.
Cutie.
Oh, also, I have extended my stay an extra day. There's that. So you will see a little bit more of Jade. I will get back to, well, we'll see if I read. We'll see what I do. It's all up in the air at the minute. Oh, look at my little tiger. Okay, maybe you can say it better. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Oh my gosh. Finally dressed up after all these years.
We can play cats and dogs.
We actually could. We actually could. At least we don't look scary like Cruella or Ursula. And also a huge thank you to Kendra as well for gifting me. Where is it?
I think we put it away.
Oh, it's here. It's here. For gifting me the Animal Classics face mask collection for Disney. Thank you so much, Kendra, for sending it. I hope you don't mind that I'm sharing one of them with Jade.
Thanks, Kendra. Right, which side is the pigment? I think it's this side. Yeah, it is this side.
Okay, I'm going to put mine on now.
Well, no, you're not. I'm going to put yours on.
Yeah, but it won't, like, because I've got my beard, it won't stick on there, so don't worry about that.
Come on.
Just not really good.
Your hair is right under it.
Oh, I probably should have worn a headband or something.
Oh, your eyes are so big.
All the better to see you with, my dear.
Oh, Grandma.
I went right up my nose.
And you can't really stick it to your tash.
Mm.
It's not going to stick to your tash.
Nope.
How do you do with the rest of it?
It just hangs off my face, you're right.
Fall off your face. You're so tall.
Oh yeah, I should have no time a little bit. I can't see a thing. It tastes lovely though. Thanks for... May I have to cut that bit off?
Goodness. Hold on.
This is why I had so much... Oh my lord. This is why I had so much problems with the Cruella mask.
I'm sorry.
Cut it off. Cut it off.
There we go.
That's probably what I should have done with Cruella.
No, you're not going to choke on it.
That's true.
And,
Oh damn, I think that's what everyone wants to see.
Oh, hold on.
Stick it back on.
That's wide. I just touched your teeth. That was strange.
I can literally taste it.
I don't know what else to do. It's quite smooth on your forehead.
I do have a nice smooth skinned forehead.
You do.
But the rest is just going to have to hang.
Give you a facial.
Again, you know I love facials.
Your
Patch.
My head is too small for these, and yours is slightly too large.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, doing it again, but done again.
You're just going to have to have it all hanging off.
Literally, this is literally...
I don't know what else to do.
See, I should have shaved everything. Where can we see us?
Hold on, let me stand on the sofa.
There we go.
Literally.
Oh, so cute.
Meow.
No joke. Hello everyone, I am on my way to the train station. I have had some amazing memories with Jade this entire time. I don't know if you can hear me, but you know what, we're just going to work with it. I didn't update you yesterday, but yesterday we went to town, into Ipswich, and we went to a few places. We went into the Waterstones, but we also went into that little bookshop as well. What was that called again?
Dial Lane.
Dial Lane Bookshop. Or probably just Dial Lane. But that was a really cute little bookshop. I really liked it in there. We've got some good ideas for books in there too. And they had some really nice classics there too. Really nice.
And the crystal shop.
Oh my gosh, the crystal shop. I'll have to show you what... I got my first ever crystals. And I got a Christmas movie mug as well, most importantly. Oh, and I got this bracelet. Actually, I'm wearing it, so... I got this little bracelet too. Oh, and then yesterday we drove quite some time to get to TGI Fridays because, of course, it was worth it. I'm actually still a little bit full off it.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, like
I'm not hungry.
I'm not hungry. And it's what, like 12:50, and we ate last night. 8 o'clock. About 8:30 p.m. last night. So it just filled us up so much. But it's such a nice drive as well.
Yeah, with the fireworks.
With the fireworks. We could see the fireworks and then on the music on the way back. Jade let me play one of my favourite songs. Just one. Actually, not two. Let me play two of my favourite songs. But yeah, Little Mix's band in the Jade household, I'm afraid.
Well, it's not in my household. It was because we're in Jake's car.
Jake's
you have to be careful in Jake's car what music you play.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he will kick you out.
Yeah, and I didn't want to be kicked out in the middle of nowhere. But he did allow it. And I think he actually really enjoys Little Mix. He just doesn't want to admit it.
Well, he did start singing it, didn't he?
Yeah, it was like, I think he was tapping his head away as well, a little bit. I think he knows all the words. Exposed. Jake exposed. Probably watching this and thinking, yeah, that's me. Sounds like me. Got some bits yesterday. I didn't get any... Oh, wait, no, I got 2 books. I'll show you them when I get in the house because I think they're in my bag. But yeah, we're on the way to the train station now. We just been to BMC BMC Cakery, and it's a gorgeous cakery place in Ipswich. And oh my god, in fact, I think I've already spoken about BMC, and I think I've shown you
I think you showed them.
I showed you guys what I got last time. Yeah, and it was beautiful, and I can't wait because I got some more. Got some for my mum and my auntie Barbara because she's picked me up from the station when I get home.
Payment in cakery goods.
Payment in cakery goods. So that should last. But, well, at least put me in her good books anyway. Just on the train station now. A little bit of traffic, but it's fine. We'll get there.
I am a bit nervous.
Well, it makes for an exciting vlog. Will I make it in time? Will I make my train home?
Will you have to stay forever?
I'll have to stay forever. I mean, we've got half an hour, so...
That's true. We do have half an hour.
We'll have half an hour.
It's just the one-way system I need to get past.
Exactly. So, we'll make it, but you'll find out soon. Keep watching to see if we make it. So I will be updating you right after my Patreon movie night, which is happening in 10 minutes. I have just come back from work. I did a work meeting from 5 till 7, so it's nearly 8 now, and yeah, I'm just waiting to star Klaus, which is a Netflix movie I've never seen before, and it is, Christmassy. Now that we're not in the spooky season anymore, it's time for Christmas. So I got this Christmas movie mug from Ipswich when I was down there when I visited Jade. And I also want to tell you a bit more about my trip to see Jade too. So I had loads to catch you up on, but I will do that after the movie. And yeah, I will wrap everything up. It's been such a nice week. And to think, this time last week, I was getting prepared for the 24-hour live show. So I'm glad I don't have one of those tomorrow. But yeah, it's going to be super awesome, super fun, and I'm excited for this movie. I've never seen it before. So if you've seen it and you enjoy it, let me know. But yeah, it's perfect time for me to have my first hot chocolate in my Christmas movie mug. Yay! So yeah, I'm excited. That was the most cutest movie I've ever seen in all my life. I mean, probably not the cutest, but I did absolutely love Klaus. It was such a good film. I had such a fun time with my patrons watching that. And I think I speak for all of us who attended the movie night. It hit us all in the feels. If you have not seen Klaus, it is on Netflix. It is brilliant. Watch it. It will get you in an incredible festive mood. Oh, God, I want to watch it again. In fact, there's a song in it that started playing, and I have it queued up, ready to play as soon as I do my little wrap-up here, because this is the last wrap-up of the vlog. I need to well, summarise what I did at Jade's. I need to talk about the last 2 books that I read, and yeah, there is some catching up to do. I'm holding this as if I've got any more, you know, hot chocolate in this. I don't. There is nothing left in this. But I just kind of want to hold it because, I don't know, holding mugs in a video makes me feel a little bit more relaxed while filming. I will put it down for now. I did mention that I got a couple of books while I was in Ipswich too, and the couple of books I got were Animorphs. I got a couple of Animorphs books. These were in a charity shop, and I went in with Jade, and I saw them, and I was like, you know what? A lot of people have been asking me to do the Animorph series after doing the Goosebumps one, and I'm really tempted to do it. And actually, fun fact, I bought these 2 and saw that I could get all of them on the Kindle. So I have them all on the Kindle now. So I'm definitely going to be doing these probably in January, maybe. I definitely don't want to do them in December. I mean, that would be a poor Christmas. Because there are 54 books in the Animorph series, plus a couple of side ones that kind of slot in between the Animorphs books. So I might as well just read them all in one vlog. So it could potentially end up being just as long as the Goosebumps one. But I'm excited. I think I'm going to do this one next and then Goosebumps Series 2000 after that. But yeah, I just saw them and I really wanted them. Couldn't really tell you much about the Animorph series, but they just had the weirdest covers because they were just people morphing into animals. So you can't really tell very well because I don't have the best lighting right now. Because, you know, just a movie night, I needed the low lighting, I needed the fairy lights on. So before I talk about the 2 books I finished, which were Night Books and Children in the Quicksands, the last few days with Jade were incredible. Jade dropped me off at the train station in Ipswich, and then I found out that actually the first train I needed to get to St. Berry, was it St. Berry? Was a bus actually. I was supposed to get on a bus. So I'm glad I realised that because I went in the station thinking I was getting on a train. I had to get the bus to Berry and then from Berry to Peterborough on a train, which was a really nice train actually. It was very quiet. I had a whole table to myself. And then from Peterborough to Newcastle, and that was also a nice chill train ride. I didn't have to sit next to anyone again, which was great. And that was when I finished Children of the Quicksands. It was a really pleasant trip back, I will not lie. And I think I already mentioned actually what I did with Jade the last few days beforehand. We did watch a lot of Animal Crossing New Horizons videos, especially Nintendo Talk. We watched a lot of Nintendo Talk, and honestly it got me obsessed with Animal Crossing, and I don't really play it. I have played it before. I played it when it first came out for a week, and then I just didn't after that. Not because I didn't enjoy it, it was just I didn't have the time. So now I'm just watching people stream it, I'm watching Nintendo Talk on YouTube, and I love it. I do love it. It's a nice little chill kind of break from everything else, even though I should be reading. I have finished these 5 books in, well, 7 days. So really, I've done really well if you ask me. I think I've done pretty well. So let's talk Night Books first by J.A. White. And I do want to talk more about this in a video. I want to do it from book to movie adaptation video on this. Because again, I love the movie. I think the movie adapted this really well. So we had a boy who really loves to write horror stories in his night books, and he wants to get rid of these night books so that he can fit in. And when he goes to destroy them, he ends up coming across an apartment that belongs to a witch. And this witch kidnaps him, or at least like lures him into the apartment, and she doesn't let him leave. And he has to write scary stories to read to her for reasons that you find out. And it's so good. Like, I just really enjoyed reading this. It's so fun. Quite a few differences to the movie, but I think the essence and the main plot is essentially the same. There are just like a few tweaks and a few different adjustments here and there. Nothing, you know, dramatic. But I think I am obsessed with the story now. Why didn't I read this earlier? This is probably one of my favourite like scary kid books. Although it's not really scary. I wouldn't say it was scary at all. But it has that kind of the vibe. It has the spooky vibe. And of course, being kidnapped by a witch is a scary thought. But yeah, really enjoyed it. I thought it was really well written, and I really loved the characters. I like the narrator and the main character because I find his voice so, well, kind of sometimes just so funny and humorous despite everything. And I liked how he would read one of his scary stories. It was almost like a story within a story, and I liked that a lot. So yeah, I thought this was brilliant. I think I still give it only 4 stars. It wasn't quite 5, but it's definitely my favourite one of the vlog, I think. And it's just one that I think is so, so good. I'm so glad I read it. Why didn't I read it earlier? Who knows? And then finally, I ended up reading Children of the Quicksands by Attempted Robbery. And I read this on the train back from Jade's. So I started it on the first train, finished it on the second train, screen. And this was so good. This follows Simi, who is sent to live with her grandmother in a small Nigerian village. And in this village, there is like a child that goes missing every 10 years. And it's all to do with this folklore and myth and legend in this village. And so much goes on in this. Like, I absolutely love how we are shown this culture in this village. Like, I believe this is based on a lot of F. Traore's, you know, own experiences growing up in a Nigerian village. So we got to see a lot of things happening in this village to do with like kind of traditions and the way that people interact with one another and, you know, the food and all of that. And it was just so wonderful to read. I found Simi to be such a great main character to see all of this through, because Simi isn't really from this village. Like, her mother moved her from this village for reasons, like we don't really know why, because her mother and grandmother don't really speak, and we have that undercurrent of like family trouble and family drama. So Simi is also kind of like new to all of this. There's no internet or TV in this village, so we get kind of almost on the same wavelength as Simi when we start reading this. We're like, okay, like we don't have all of this like modern stuff that we are used to, but I think what this book does brilliantly is showing us that we don't need all of that crap. And that message and just, you know, seeing community and family really blossoming in this too is just so beautiful, so interesting. I loved the legend of the children going missing and Simi trying to kind of figure out what's going on. It was so interesting, a little bit fantastical. It just all around beautiful, honestly. Definitely a high 4 stars. Like, these 2 books were probably my favorite books of the week. Although saying that, Explorers of Pirate Island was also pretty fantastic too. I had 3 4-star books and 2 3-star books with The Rescuers and The Collector. So overall, as well, just Children of Crookshanks, fantastic book, honestly, read it, it's great. Night Books, read it, it's great. Explorers of Pirate Island, read Ocean Squid Explorers Club first, and then read this because it's great. Rescuers was alright, a bit dated. It was an easy and quick read. And The Collector, definitely wish it had been less focused on dreams and more on the actual current atmosphere and nightmarish plot that's going on. A very successful first week to Believathon, and definitely better than the first week went last year. I remember last year, the very first reading vlog for Believathon, I filmed it all, I started editing it, and I hated it so much. I hated that vlog. I deleted it and never put it online. And then I ended up, I think, doing my week 2 vlog and being like, okay, so I deleted last week's vlog, haha, and started crying. But this time, there are no tears. Well, there was after I watched Klaus. But other than that, great. Great start to Believathon. I want to know how your Believathon's going. Let me know in the comments. Like, did you read much for the first week of Believathon? What did you read? What's been your best read of Believathon so far? Literally, let me know everything. What are you excited about? And just chat Believathon to me. I have some more exciting live shows coming up, which I will announce on Twitter tomorrow, actually, so I'll mention them now. So firstly, I will be doing Winter Wonderland live show with Jade, and that one is to stop this eternal freeze that is coming across the land of Make Believathon. And the only way to stop it is to read some wintry books, as well as drinking some hot drinks to really warm up the atmosphere and stop the freeze. We're going to be reading Winter House in that live show for Middle Grade Monthly because it's the November pick, but you don't have to read Winter House or a wintry book in general in that live show. You can read whatever you want, but the story of that live show is going to be the land of Make Believathon is going to freeze over unless we warm it up, we stop the freeze. So yeah, that should be awesome. And then definitely on September 20th, I am going to be doing a live show with Lexi from Alexander Roseland. We are doing a Believathon slumber party, with kind of like what we did for Bookgoblathon a few months ago. It's going to be so good. Face masks, pajamas, the whole bibbly bobbly bang. And it's going to be incredible. I cannot wait. So that's definitely on the 20th of November. And I'm going to see what date Jade is available to do Winter Wonderland. And I'm also trying to see what days I'm at work and all of that. So it's going to be so fun. I've got those 2 live shows definite. I will see what else I can do for Believathon and squeeze in this month. Hopefully loads more. But yeah, that's what's coming up. I'll be doing more Believathon weekly reading vlogs. I'll be reading more incredible middle grades for the first time. And I hope you guys will join me for that adventure. So if you want to see more, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and, you know, join me on this journey. Don't forget to leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it. But it is goodbye for now, and I will hopefully see you in the next video. Bye.